Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. I hope you're having an absolutely magnificent week. Let's get to it. I know that Donald Trump has managed to dictate the narrative this entire election. But this is what I want to tell you. The immigration, and I'm not saying there isn't an immigration problem. There is. There is an immigration problem, and it needs to be addressed. Is there an immigration crisis? I don't believe so. Problem? Yes. But this is what I want to tell you and make absolutely crystal fucking clear. In no way, shape, or form is the immigration problem, and if you want to call it a crisis, going to impact your life directly. No, it's not going to make your life better. It's not going to make housing more affordable. It's not going to do anything for the veteran homelessness crisis in this country. It's not going to do anything for the healthcare crisis in this family, in this world. It is not going to do anything to directly impact your life in a better way. It's not going to happen. I would much rather have you tell me I'm going to vote for Trump because there is a perception, very different than reality, but there is a perception that having a Republican in the big seat is better for the economy, and I'm voting for my wallet. I would much rather have you tell me that than tell me that you think in any way, shape, or form the immigration, and like I said, let's just go with crisis, even though I do not believe it is a crisis. I believe it is a problem that needs to be addressed. Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it in the top 10, 6, 7, 8 things that are really affecting everyday Americans? No, it's not. Inflation, cost of living, cost of life, cost of housing, education, healthcare, veterans, veteran homelessness, the litany of things in this country, education, childcare, the litany of things in this country that are wrong and that are very, very, very wrong and affecting everyday Americans' lives. The fucking immigration, quote unquote, crisis is not even in the top 6 or 7. And that's just the truth. That's the truth. So when you go to vote, because we are now a week away, we're a week away, I urge you to just be on the side of good. Don't believe this bullshit about this immigration crisis. And again, I'm not saying that it doesn't have to be dealt with. It absolutely does. But Donald Trump has managed to make that the narrative this entire election cycle from start to finish. There's not one thing that has been spoken about or talked about that is going to directly impact Americans on a daily basis, namely the cost of life, the cost of living, health insurance, housing, education, child care, inflation. What, you think they're going to deport a bunch of immigrants and it's going to inflect what bread costs at Publix? You know, what fucking world do you live on? I mean, it's just, and I know that Donald Trump has united his cult, his disciples, based on hate. And I know that, we all know that, that's what it's based in. But I want you to think about when you go vote, what's going to impact you on your daily basis. That's it, just what is going to impact you directly. What is going to make your life better, because it is not the border. I promise you that. I promise you that deporting millions of immigrants is going to bring down the cost of housing and rent and the loaf of bread. It's crazy. It's, you know, it's lunacy. I mean, we live in a world of stupid. The United States is stupid. The long-term pandemic of stupid that we're in, the dumbification of America. And Donald Trump has been able to unite millions of people with hate. And the problems are going to be solved with deporting millions of immigrants. You cannot make this level of stupid up. The dumbification of America is very, very real. And I just want you, and I urge you, just be on the side of right. There are things that I do not like about Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, the Democratic Party in general, the election they've run with putting Joe Biden up to get slaughtered by Trump. There is a litany of things I do not like. But I told you from the jump, it ends with me in any form of bigotry, hatred, sexism, ageism, or racism. That's where I draw the line in the sand. And I ask you to do the same. You will be okay, but we cannot elect Donald Trump. So when you go to vote next week, we're a week out, be on the side of good. Don't be on the side of hatred, racism, sexism, ageism, bigotry. Do not be on that side. And again, nobody's perfect. Neither is Kamala Harris, neither is Tim Walz, and the entire Democratic Party. But we can't be on the side of hatred. And don't buy into this bullshit that the immigration crisis is the biggest thing facing America right now, because it is not even in the top 6, 7, 8 things that are facing this country that could spiral out of control. Be a good person. Help people when you can. I'm sending you all of my love, light, hope, peace, and joy. God's blessing to all of y'all. Grande beso. Be in the fight to win the fight. Be a good person. See you tomorrow. Lots of love.